Hi, my Acroers or non-Acroers, doesn't matter. I'm at the studio because our video this morning with Adelaide was interesting to say the least. So we're gonna try and get through this one without her, which would be really nice. A couple things that we're gonna need for today is a towel. So go grab a nice big towel. If you have some lightweight weights, you can grab those, or you can grab a couple of soup cans will work too. And then also a chair. So I have a chair. You can use a chair, you can use a countertop, table, not something with a soft surface, something preferably hard. So grab those things, we're gonna get started. We're going to stretch and we're going to get some of those muscles worked out that you probably haven't worked out in the last little bit. All of this is going to be acro based, but you don't have to be an acro dancer in order to do any of them. So let's get started. We're going to start with some warm-ups, get our heart going, get those muscles warm, and we'll keep going from there, okay? I'm going to try and stay where you guys can all see me. So we're gonna do 10 jumping jacks, and then we're gonna move on to some other things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The next one is where you're going to go cross body. So you're gonna stretch up, little tiny squat, stretch out, and that counts as 1. We're gonna go through 8 of them, okay? So make sure that you're really, really stretching with your arm, really, really stretching with your leg. And on the squat, we're talking little tiny squat, so nothing huge, okay? Here we go. That's 1. 2. Oh, messed myself up. 3, 4, 'Last one. Good. We're going to do 10, just regular, get those feet parallel. Small little squats. Keep your knees behind your toes, don't let them go over. We're going to do 10, just short little squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. We're going to do another one that's cross body. So you're going to start with feet together. You're going to step, cross your foot behind, and your arm goes across your body. Step out. Same thing to the other side. Okay? 10 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So hopefully that's got your heart rate up just a little bit, nice and warm. We're going to start with our arm stretches. Arms up, grab your right hand, pull it down. Your arm in the back should be going straight down, middle of your back. Pull it across. Don't pull it way up here. Make sure you have a neck as you pull. Other side. Pull it across. And across your chest. Stretch nice flat back. Down to that leg. To the middle. Really try and lock those knees out. Don't let them bend. If you can't touch the floor, that's okay. Go as far as you can with nice straight legs. Roll up. Other side. Stretch over. Nice flat back. Down to that leg. Lock those knees out. Make sure they're nice and tight. Middle one more time. And roll up. Okay, so grab those soup cans or grab your light weights. I'm going to see if I can do all of our reps with these. It might be a little heavy, but we'll see how far I'll make it. We're going to do a back slide and then a shoulder stretch, I guess you would call it. So with this one, you're going to bend your legs just a little bit. You want to make sure that your back is nice and straight. Arms are down. You're going to bring them out and up as far as you can, and then up in front, okay? So 1, up, up, 2, up, 3. Really try and pinch your shoulder blades in the back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See if we can get 5 more in. 1, 2, nice flat back. 3, stretch them up far. 4, 5. Good. Put those down. We're going to do some lunges, so put that right foot out in front. Great big lunge. We want these to be square, so make sure your hips are both facing forward towards the front. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Knee down in the back, keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward. Don't let that knee go over your toe. Come up on that knee. Adjust those hips so you're nice and square. Legs out in front. Stretch down. Try and get that nose as close as you can to your knee. Stretch out as far as possible. One more time, push it forward. Keep those hips square. Pushing down. I'm going to stay here, but I'd like you guys to slide into your splits all the way. Make sure your hips are square, so that means your back knee is under, your heel is pointing towards the ceiling. Both hips are towards the front. Big toe is rolled out. Straight front leg. Hold, hold, hold. Good. Come back up to this lunge. I want you to come up with your arms up. Keep pushing into that hip. And we're going to arch back 3 times. So arch back as far as you can and up. Keep that balance. Arch back and up. One more. Arch back and up. Good job. Change legs. Left side. Great big lunge. Keep those hips square. Don't let your knee go over your toe. Push those hips down. Knee down, keep pushing. Up on that knee, make an adjustment if you need to. Square those hips up, straight front leg. Stretch down. Nose as close as you can to that knee. Stretch forward one more time. Keep pushing those hips down. Again, I'm going to stay right here. I want you guys to go all the way into those splits for me. Concentrate on that back leg. Knee all the way down into the floor. Heel up to the ceiling. Hips are square. Straight front leg, pointed toes. Really concentrate on those hips, getting them square. Good. Back up to your lunge. Arms up. We're going to do 3 more arch backs. Push into that lunge. And back. And up. And back. And up. One more. Back. And up. Good job. We're going to stretch out our pikes. Our legs pushing into the floor. Push those knees down as far as you can. You see my legs? Push them into the floor. We're going to start with up and reaching out as far as you can. Reach, 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 reach. And then down. Good. Roll up. This time we're going to flex our feet. Reach up. Reach out, out, out. Keep those feet flexed. Keep pushing those knees into the floor. Grab those toes. Reach down. Watch those knees. Keep them pushed. If you're not feeling a stretch here, pull back on your toes and try pushing those elbows into the floor. You'll start to feel a stretch then. Good. Let's open up into big straddles. They don't have to be huge, as big as you'd like them to be, but we want to have good form while we're stretching them. So pushing those knees into the floor as hard as you can. Let's reach up. We're going to cross under and we're going to try and get our ear over to our knee. So twisting that body, reaching for the toes, for that other wall, pushing it down, shoulder towards the floor. Up, cross to the other side. Reach, 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 reach for those toes, for that wall. Trying to get that ear to your knee. Twist that body. And up to the middle as far as you can. Reach, reach, reach. Try and pancake yourself to the floor. If you're flat, try and keep those knees up and roll your hips. Trying to flatten, get your belly button, your spine to that floor. Good. We're going to go to our backs now. Scoot back a little bit so you guys can see. We're going to do toe taps. So you're going to lay back on your back. And you can make these as easy or as hard as you want to do. Hands down to your side. You're going to bring your knees up. You're going to try and pull that belly button all the way up to your back. You want to have a nice flat back, no arches, no gaps. So pull it in, and all you're going to do is alternate, tapping those toes to the floor. If you want to make it harder, reach out farther. If you want to make it easier, go straight down and reach to the floor, okay? We're going to do 50. So I'm going to let you guys go on your own pace. I'm going to go on my own pace. We're going to go to 50. And begin. Be sure to pull that tummy to your back. Nice flat back. Make sure it's nice and tight. You should feel it working in your tummy, a little bit in your hips. And you just want to lightly touch the floor. Don't make any noise. Good job. All right, we're gonna do our cat and our seal. So on your cat stretch, you want to make sure our booty stays up in the air, our hips and our knees kind of stay in the same line. You're trying to get your armpits down to the floor, looking up at those hands, chest, pushing down. And seal. Nice strong arms, bellies to the floor, push, push, push. You can look back towards that wall, towards the ceiling. Try and push those hips to the floor. One more cat. Stretch it out, shoulders down, as best you can. And seal. You try and bend those legs. Touch those toes to your head if you'd like. Keep pushing. All right, let's pick up those soup cans again. We're going to go up to a nice wide stance. You don't have to use any weight if you don't want to. What we're going to do is a squat and an arm press. So you're going to squat down as far as you'd like to squat. Arms are here, and you're going to press them straight up, straight back down, and then stand back up. Okay? We're going to try and get through 15 of them. So nice and wide. Knees are going to go out with your toes. Don't let them go in. Follow those toes. Ready? And go down, up. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, last one. 15. Good job. Put those down to the side. So we're going to do middle split preps. So all ages, all varieties right here. What you're going to do is lay on your stomach. Legs are going to go behind you. Try and get where you can see me here. Up on those elbows. For my beginners, you're going to keep both legs behind you. The first stretch, you're going to bring one leg up to the side. Make it even. Your knees are facing forward. That leg behind you should be straight behind you. And you're trying to push both hips into the floor. You should feel a stretch right inside that hip there. You're gonna hold it, pushing those hips to the floor, and push it back. Other side, bring that knee up, pushing those hips into the floor. Your knee is on the floor, it's facing the wall. Pushing it down. And back. Next progression, same thing. So if you're gonna have a straight leg, so you're gonna bring your leg straight out to the side. Your other leg is straight behind you. You're pushing those hips into the floor. You might feel a stretch in your knee also, that's okay. But it should be more in your hip. You're gonna hold it. Pushing those hips into the floor. And back. Other side. Good. Next progression of this stretch is you're going to go up on your knees. You're going to put one of those legs back out to the side, and you're going to straighten the other one. Nice out. So it's kind of like a half middle split. All the way down, as far as you can go. You can't go far, that's okay. Hold. And switch. Bring your other leg out nice and straight. Stretch it down as far as you can go. Knees are facing the wall. They shouldn't be facing up at all. Stretching it down. Good. Come out of there. All right, next we're going to work on our plank to our bear with the leg lift. So, your hands aren't going to move, your feet aren't going to move. You're going to stay in that nice, strong plank position where your shoulders are stacked over your elbows and stacked over your wrists. When you go to your bear, you're going to push back, make sure your heels are on the ground, you have flat feet, straight legs, and then we're going to alternate, lift our right, lift our left, and then go back to our plank. We're going to do this 5 times. So we're going to start in a nice strong plank. Your feet don't have to be together. So nice strong plank. Make sure that you're got a nice straight line from your shoulders to your wrist. You're going to push back to a bear stand, pushing those heels into the ground. You're going to lift up your right as high as you can, nice and pretty. Down. Left, nice and pretty, and back to your plank. That's 1. Push back, leg up, and back. 2, push back, up, push those heels into the floor. Back to your plank. 3, push back, push. Those heels into the floor, push. Last 1. Hold that plank, push back, up. And we're going to hold our plank, nice and strong, hold. Making sure you're stacked, wrist, elbows, and shoulders. You have a nice straight line from your back to your heels. And down. Okay, grab that towel. So we're going to work on those shoulder stretches, and this is an important one to be able to rotate your shoulders. You're going to grab your towel, pull it nice and far apart, and the biggest part with this is you want to move your shoulders and your arms at the same time. You don't want to be sideways, you don't want one in front of the other. You want to keep them together as best you can. So, you're going to start with your arms down, And we're gonna rotate all the way to your back. You're gonna go up, around, and down. And back around, and forward, okay? You don't wanna come up sideways. You don't wanna bend those arms and do something crazy. You wanna keep them together and you wanna keep them straight. To the best of your abilities. If you're not feeling a stretch, walk your hands in. I wanna see how far you can get your hands in on your towel. So if you're just starting, get them out as far as you can. This is a great stretch to open up your shoulders, your chest. Really helps with your bridges, walkovers, being able to push those shoulders open and back. Make sure you're moving them together. Don't bend those arms. We're going to do 2 more. Up and back. Last one. Make sure you're feeling the stretch right in those shoulders, in the front of your chest. If you're not, walk those hands in closer. Okay? Good job. Okay, tables. Something we do with our littles, something we can do with our bigs too and make it a little more challenging. We spend so much time sitting on a couch, sitting in a chair, looking at our phones, our shoulders are hunched in, our back is hunched in, it's hard on our chest. So we want to open up our chest, make sure it's nice and open, and our head is nice and neutral. Your chin can be tucked, but you don't want it touching your chest, okay? So just make sure that it's nice and open. Fingers should be pointing towards your toes. Don't have them out to the side, don't turn them backwards. They need to point towards your toes. Feet can be a little bit apart. The farther apart they are, the easier it's going to be. The closer together they are, the harder it's going to be. We're going to do 1 table just to get it going. We're going to push our tummies up as high as we can. Make sure that chest is nice and open. Your head is neutral, nice and high. You might feel a stretch through your shoulders here and through your chest. That's good. And down. On the next one, we're going to lift up our right leg. We're going to do 3 leg lifts, trying to keep our tummy as high as we can while we do them, okay? You're going to have to find your balance, but it's worth it. So push that tummy up nice and tall. Get that leg ready. You're going to go down and up. Doesn't have to be super high. And back to that table, nice and strong, and down. We're going to do 1 more. We're going to use our left leg this time. Nice and tall on that table again. Get that left leg out, down and up 3 times. Keep pushing that tummy tall, and down. Okay, everybody's favorite, our V-sits. So, this one I'm going to have to modify for myself, just a little bit. My tummy muscles aren't quite there yet, but I'm going to do the best I can. For you guys know what your V-sit should look like. Nice straight back, arms are reaching for the ceiling, legs are up, together, squeezing tight, knees are straight, legs are straight, toes are pointed. I'm going to modify, so my legs are going to be slightly bent, my arms are going to be straight up still. If you need to modify too, that's just fine. But the biggest part is we want to have nice, good posture, nice straight back, arms are reaching. You want those legs to be straight up, and you want to make that V as tight as you can. We don't want to roll backwards or fall forwards. We want to stay up nice and tall. We are going to do 5 of them. We're going to try and hold for 10 on each one. Okay, so get those arms up, get that back nice and tall, and we're going to go legs up, and we're going to hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Rest for a second. We're going again. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. I'm shaking already. Ready? 3 more. Arms up, legs up. Make sure that back is flat. Knees are up, toes are up, legs are straight. Reach, reach, reach. Stay nice and tight. And down. 2 more. And up. Reach. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last one. Make it your best one. Ready? And up. Reach. Nice tall back. Get those legs up. Squeeze tight. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And down. Good job. Okay, grab your chair or your table, counter, whatever you're working with. I'm gonna bring my chair in here. We're gonna stretch our shoulders again. So the biggest thing on this one is you don't wanna arch your back. We're not trying to stretch in here, we're trying to stretch up here, across the top into our shoulders. So you're gonna place your elbows onto your chair and scoot those feet back, okay? Your head is gonna come through. Hands can squeeze into each other, or you can pull them back on the same shoulder. Don't let them cross. I like to squeeze mine tight. You're gonna pull your head through, and you're trying to push your chest down without making a big arch. So we don't wanna have a great big arch in our back. You want to just push your chest towards the floor, opening up those shoulders. And push in, push, push, push. And come back through and rest for a second. I'm going to do it 2 more times. Push through. Head towards the floor. Trying to push those shoulders, not necessarily arch our back, but push those shoulders up, away from our head and our neck. 1 more time. Push through. Good. All right, we're going to move on to bridges. So, your biggest thing with, excuse me, our biggest thing that we want to concentrate on with our bridges is fingers should be looking at our feet. They should be turned towards your toes, looking at your feet. Arms should be nice and close into your head, nice and tight for you. So as tight as we can into that head. Feet should be parallel. Don't let them turn out to the side. That's a really easy thing to do. Keep them nice and straight. Okay, they can be a little far apart. Keep them nice and straight, okay? Biggest push you can possibly do, I'm gonna let you guys do these on your own. We're gonna do 3 of them. So get yourself ready. We're gonna concentrate on form. So we're gonna push up, push, push, push. Make sure you're looking at your hands. Relax that neck back. I know it's hard to do when you're upside down. Look at those hands. Push your shoulders over your hands without bending those elbows. We want to keep them nice and tight. And down. Hug those knees and roll. Or do a pike stretch the other way. We're going to do 2 more. Lay back. And push up. Fingers are looking at toes. Hands are nice and wide. Feet are flat. No tiptoes and bridges. Pushing shoulders over our hands. And down. Hug those knees or do a pike stretch. Last one. Try and challenge yourself on this one. We're going to push up. Fingers are looking at toes. Fingers are nice and wide. Feet are parallel, not turned out. Without bending those elbows, try and walk your hands and your feet as close as you think you can get them. And then hold. And down. Good job. Next one, we're going to do toe raises. Super easy. Work on our calves. So we're going to do them 3 different ways. We're going to go feet together, feet turned in with our toes like a nice little pigeon, and then feet turned up. Okay? Start the feet together. We're just doing 10 of each, trying to get up as high as we can, sink down into those heels. If you have a step or anything like that, you can do these off of your step to get more action. Cut off with a phone call. So toe raises, we're gonna get through them quick. Hands on hips, we're gonna go 1, 2, get up as high as you can. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn those toes in. I know it's awkward, but it works the outside. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And toes out, heels together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Couple more things and we're all done. We're gonna work on a cool down. Stretch those legs out one more time. So we're gonna go down in that pike, standing pike stretch. Keep those legs as straight as you can. We're gonna try and keep from this to happening. We're gonna walk those hands out so it stretches more towards our calves. Push those heels to the floor. You can go one leg at a time if you like. Walk those hands back in. And if you can't touch the floor, that's okay. That's what we're working towards. One more time. Walk them out. Stretch those calves. Walk them in. Bend. And out. Bend and roll up. You're going to swing those arms. Get that chest opened up. A couple circles. All those shoulder stretches we did. Good job. One last stretch for our back. Cross that leg over and twist. Nice straight back, nice and tall. Pull that leg in, stretch your tush. And switch. Pull that leg in. Good job. I hope that got your guys' muscles warm. I know mine are definitely in the works. I'm hoping to get those tummy muscles back here soon. I miss you guys, love you guys. Hope we get to see you guys soon, okay? We'll see you again. Bye.